All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our gentle yoga class. My name is Trey, and I'm coming to you live. I'm at my house for Fit Yoga, and we're going to do all levels practice this morning, a gentle yoga class. So when you're ready, make your way onto your yoga mat. So props for you this morning. If you have a blanket nearby, go ahead and grab onto your blanket. And if you don't have a traditional blanket like this, you can feel free to use a towel. Really anything that's going to be a little soft, that's going to give you a little more padding underneath yourself on your yoga mat. Other props that you might want to grab are yoga blocks. So if you have any yoga blocks, feel free to grab those too. And when you're ready, make your way down onto your mat. And we're going to start into our child's pose this morning. All right, so set up that child's pose. If you're using a blanket here, what you can do is you can take it underneath your knees. So give yourself just a little bit more padding for your knees. Knees go wide. Big toes come together. Sink your hips down towards your heels. Reach forward, forehead to your mat. So taking this moment here to start to come into your breath, transitioning onto your yoga mat. And so we usually have the opportunity to take, at least like 15 minutes or so as we get into our car, as we drive to the yoga studio, to kind of get into that mindset of doing our yoga practice. That's a little different at home, right? So we have a lot of distractions. We might just get off the couch to do this practice. So take a moment here to really start to transition. For the next hour, we don't have anything to do except for to be here on our yoga mats, listening to our bodies. And a great way to start that is to really find your breath. We'll start now focusing on deep breaths in and out through your nose. Lengthening your inhales and your exhales. So when you're ready, we're going to transition to that breath work. 10-second breath count here. I really like this breath work, especially right now. It can help to bring a lot of relaxation. Helps to calm our central nervous system. So if you're not familiar with it, next inhale, deep breath in through your nose. Count to 4. Hold at the top for 2. Exhale through your nose. Count to 4. So just like that, deep breath in through your nose. Count to 4. Hold at the top for 2. Exhale through your nose. Count to 4. So stay with that. Maybe you can picture in your body sinking down just a little bit deeper, especially with your exhales. We'll spend about another minute here really finding that breath. We'll take one more of those breaths here. 10-second breath count. With that next exhale, start to let your breath come back to this normal pace. Think about your palms though. Really press into your palms, pushing your hips back towards your heels. Feel that length here. Start to come up onto your fingertips. And tiptoe our fingertips all the way over to the right side. So think reach evenly through both of your hands. Press those hips back a bit. Roll your left shoulder down towards your mat. Take a full breath. With your exhale, tiptoe back through. So now we're going to go all the way over to the left side. So find that position here. Reach feet equally through both of those hands. Press those hips back just a little bit. Roll your right shoulder down towards your mat. Take a full breath here. Exhale, tiptoe back through center. Slowly press yourself up out of your child's pose. We were there for just a bit, so take your time here. Coming out of your child's pose. So when you're ready, we're going to set up neutral tabletop. So if you already have your blanket there, great place for that blanket. If you don't have your blanket there, feel free to go ahead and grab it, blanket, towel, maybe even a little pillow that you have on your couch. Take it underneath your knees. This will give yourself a little bit more support. Once you find that position, neutral tabletop. So I want you to think, stack your joints, your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Look in between your hands. Spread your fingers wide. Feel each one of your fingertips press into your yoga mat. And we're going to go with our cows and our cats from here. With your breath, inhale to your cow pose, belly drops, heart lifts. Exhale, hollow out, tuck your chin to your cat pose. So follow your own breath pace here. Inhale to your cow. And exhale to your cat. And maybe even keeping your eyes closed here as you work through your cows and your cats. Just keeping your attention internal for just a little bit longer. So if it feels good, maybe start to bring some other movements in here. So maybe start to let your hips move side to side. Rocking back and forth on your wrists. So finish those next set of movements. Finding neutral through your tabletop. Then let your knees come all the way together. Center of your mat. Reach your right leg back. Nice. So think flexion with that foot. Point your toes straight down towards your yoga mat. And then press back through the sole of your right foot. So it's like you're trying to push something away from you. Feel that engagement. You can stay right here or reach your left arm forward. Thumb points up. Okay, so think super tight through your core. Belly button draws up towards your spine. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, left hand comes down, right knee comes back to your mat. Drop your hips side to side. Let it loose here. Nice, guys. And when you're ready, back through that neutral tabletop. Knees together. Left leg reaches back. Nice. So think flexion in your foot. Point your toes straight down towards your yoga mat. Press the sole of your left foot back. So really, press back through the sole of that foot, like you're trying to push something away. Right arm reaches forward. Thumb points up. Nice. You're reaching forward and you're pressing back. Super tight core. Take a deep breath here. With your exhale, right hand comes down, left knee comes back to your mat. Drop those hips side to side just a bit. Let it loose. Nice, guys. From here, we're going to come standing on our knees. So I'm going to turn to face you guys. You can stay facing the front of your mat here. So we're going to come standing on our knees. Nice. Hands to those hips. Step your right foot out to the right. Nice. So I want you to think, press down and out through the sole of your right foot. With that engagement, you should already start to feel a little stretch for the inner part of your right thigh. What we're going to do here, though, is going to reach our arms up high. Take a full breath in. Exhale, let your right fingertips sweep down your right leg. Left arm up and over to the right. So roll your left shoulder back just a little bit. You'll feel that edge here. Press your hips forward. Get a little deeper stretch. Take one more breath in. Exhale, start to come back upright through center. Hands to your hips. Right knee steps in. Nice, guys. We'll go other side. So step your left foot out to the left. So once you think about the sole of your left foot, press down and out. So it's going to go down and out press. You'll already start to feel a little stretch for the inner part of your left thigh. Keep that engagement. Reach your arms up. Take a full breath here. Exhale, let your left fingertips sweep down your left leg. Reach your right arm up and over. Okay, so take this a little deeper. Roll your right shoulder back just a little bit. And then press your hips forward. Should feel a deeper stretch through the right side of your body. Take one more breath here. Exhale, back through center. Hands to your knees. Step your left knee back in. Nice. So we're in a great position here. What we're going to do is we're going to get a little toe stretch, a little soles of your feet stretch. So what you want to do is you want to tuck your toes under here, and then you're going to sit back onto your heels. Nice. So what I usually got to do is I got to reach back and make sure that my pinky toes get tucked under. They don't like to get tucked under by themselves. So make sure you get all 10 toes tucked under. And you're just sitting here on your heels. And right away, I'm sure you guys can feel, they call this toes of fire stretch. So it'll be pretty intense. What we're going to do is we're going to take a little side bend here in between. Might get your mind off of it. So reach your arms up high. Interlace your fingers up overhead. Release your index finger to your thumb. Draw your shoulders back so you're sitting up nice and tall. Side bend to the right. Deep breath in. Exhale back through center. Side bend to the left. Just full breath here. Exhale back through center. Release that bind. Let your palms come down to your mat. Untuck your toes. Tap the tops of your feet on your mat. Let's kind of let it loose. Let's go. We're going to find our puppy pose from here. So back through your neutral tabletop. So make sure your joints are stacked, especially hips over your knees. We want to keep those hips high over our knees the whole time with this pose. Start to walk your hands forward. Reach forward. Keep reaching. You're working your chest down towards your yoga mat. When you kind of feel your edge here, let your forehead come all the way down. Puppy pose. And so you should feel this stretch in your shoulders and chest, but also a lot of length in your spine. Take a full breath in. Long breath out. Take one more deep breath here. With your exhale, walk your hands back to your neutral tabletop. Let's go. So find neutral from here. We're going to come into our downward facing dog. So when you're ready, if you want to, you can go ahead and move your blanket or your towel to set that prop to the side. We're going to come back to it. I kind of like to get it out of my way, though, for down dog. So when you're ready, walk your hands forward towards the front of your mat. Slide your knees back just a little bit. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Down dog. Yes, we'll set this first downward facing dog up. This is probably our only downward facing dog, too, so make sure we get it right. Take a look at your hands. Make sure your hands are shoulder distance apart. Then spread your fingers wide. Take your gaze back in between your feet. Leave it there. Feet hip distance apart. Come up onto your toes. Bend your knees. Press your chest back towards your thighs. You should feel the crown of your head get a little closer to your yoga mat. And then straighten your legs. Heels reach down towards your mat. It's okay if they don't reach all the way down, just in that direction. Now pedal your feet. Walk your dog out. Then in one knee, let your opposite heel drop down towards your mat. Couple more breaths here. Take one more deep breath in. And with your exhale, come into stillness in your downward facing dog. Come back up onto your toes. Slowly walk your feet forward to your hands, making your way to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Okay, so take this first forward fold. Put enough bend into your knees that you can connect your torso to your thighs. And your feet are a little bit past hip distance apart. So maybe a little wider with that stance. Head and neck hang down. And if it feels good, you can hold on to your opposite elbows here. Okay, so starting out with this first forward fold, really think about the soles of your feet. Soles of your feet press down into your yoga mat. And with that, you should already start to feel a little more engagement with the backs of your legs. And then press your hips up towards the ceiling. You should feel that engagement even more. Keep those two things. And maybe start to rock side to side. So as always, in a forward fold, if you feel any discomfort in your low back, that means to bend your knees deeper. Nothing wrong with bending knees here. And we'll take a couple more breaths. We'll burn deep breath in. Exhale, release your elbows, fingertips down. Heel toe your feet all the way together. Inhale, roll up, reach up, look up. Exhale, bow, fold forward, slight bend in your knees, hinge at the hips. And let's do that again. Inhale, roll up, reach up, look up. Exhale, bow, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift here, long spine. Then exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift again. Exhale, bow, fold forward. Inhale, roll up, reach up, look up. And with your exhale, hands to your heart center. Nice, guys. What we're going to do from here is we're going to interlace our fingers. We're going to press our arms forward, then reach up. And try to bring your feet pretty close together. So I like to feel my knees touch here, maybe even ankles, but you don't have to feel those ankles touch. With that, press down through the soles of your feet. Reach up through those palms. Hug your biceps towards your ears. Take a full breath here. And with your exhale, cactus your arms. Spread your heart forward. So really feel this opening. You want to feel it just a little deeper. Think, draw your shoulder blades back. Inhale, up through center. And with your exhale, we're going to twist to the right. So right fingertips reach back towards the back of your mat. Left fingertips reach forward. Look to your right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale to the left. Left fingertips reach back towards the back edge of your mat. Right fingertips forward. Look to your left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, hands to our heart center. Nice, yes. We're going to go through that a couple more times. Following our breath now. So, interlace your fingers. Press forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, up through center. Exhale, hands to your heart center. One more time, interlace your fingers. Press forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus, spread your heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, up through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back up through center. And with your exhale, fold forward this time. Take a halfway lift, long spine. And then exhale, fold. Nice, guys. Here we go. We're going to kick it up just a little bit. So plant through your fingertips. Step your left foot back. We're coming to our runner's lunge here. Nice. So you're still in your fingertips. You're on the ball of your back left foot. Working to straighten out that leg. So feel that leg squeeze tight. Take a look at your feet. Make sure they are hip distance apart. So that might mean a little wider stance. And then just start to take some rocks here. So rock back and forth on your ball of your left foot. You should feel this in your right hip start to get a little bit more awake. And if that feels good, you can even take some circles here. Kind of working through. Okay, so finish those next set of movements. Take your left hand underneath your left shoulder. Take your right hand to your low back, or you can reach up to your right fingertips. Find your twist here. Anytime you need to, you can always come down to that back knee. So reach forward through the crown of your head. Press to the ball of that back left foot. Take one more breath here. With your exhale, let your right fingertips come back to your mat. Left knee drops all the way down. Nice, guys. We're coming to our low lunge here. So feel free, go ahead and grab that blanket again. Take it underneath your left knee, just to give yourself that padding there. And when you're ready, start to come upright. Low lunge here. And we're going to set it up. Your hips are pretty much over that back left knee, so nice and vertical throughout your body. Front knee over your front ankle, so that might mean to walk your right foot forward just a little bit. With that, we're going to tuck our tailbone underneath. Just to feel your tailbone tuck. A great way to feel that is to press down through the sole of your right foot, down through your left knee. Feel both of those contact points draw in towards each other. And with that, you should feel your left hip flexor get a deeper stretch. This goes. We're going to reach our arms up high, but keep that tailbone tucked underneath. Take a full breath here. Exhale, take your arms by your sides, palms face forward. Stay here, or interlace your fingers at your low back. Nice, so if you're taking that interlace, first working to straighten out your arms. Press your knuckles towards the back edge of your mat. Then lift your heart just a little bit more. Stay here for one more breath. With your exhale, release that bind. Let both hands come down. Frame your right foot. We're going to come up onto our right heel now. So we're coming to our half splits pose. So you're on your right heel. Your right toes are pointing up and even back towards your body. That's going to bring flexion into your foot. With that, you're on your fingertips, or if you have your blocks here, this is a great time for those blocks. We'll take an inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold forward over your right leg. And picture the crown of your head reaching forward towards the front of your mat. Now, the key with this is to find that length. So a lot of times people think like forehead to knee. It's more about your chin towards your ankle. Finding that length here. Let's also take one more. Halfway lift, long spine. And with your exhale, you can stay right here or take your left fingertips down, right onto your low back, maybe up into the air. These guys, take one more breath here. With your exhale, let your right fingertips come back to your mat. So we're framing that right foot again. Put that bend into your right knee. So we're kind of in our low runner's lunge here. Make sure you're on those fingertips. Tuck your back left toes under. Lift your left knee up. So really feel your inner thighs squeeze together. Step your left foot forward to meet your right foot. Front of your mat here. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. Nice, guys. Plant through those fingertips again. Step your right foot back. Here we go, runner's lunge. So take a look at your feet to start. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart. So it's like you're on skis here, not on a balance beam. With that, you're on the ball of your back right foot. Really strengthen that leg. And then start to take those rocks back and forth. So you'll feel this start to get into that left hip now. And if it feels good, you can even take those circles here. Just kind of filling the side out. So let's finish those next set of movements. Back through neutral. We're going to take, almost forgot our twist here, right hand or right fingertips underneath your right shoulder. Take your left hand to your hip to start. Start to open your shoulders up. You keep your hand right here to your low back or reach up to your left fingertips. Find that twist here. Press through the ball of that back right foot. Crown of your head reaches forward, and always, you can come down to your knee anytime you need to. Here we go, one more breath. Exhale, left fingertips come back to your mat, and it'll come all the way down to that right knee if you're not already there. So down onto your right knee. Bring your torso upright. Low lunge, other side. Nice, guys. So find this position here. Situate that blanket prop underneath your right knee now. Keep those knees safe today. So when you're ready, we're going to stack our joints. Once your shoulders stacked over your hips. Hips are pretty much over this back right knee, so you're nice and vertical. Left knee over your left ankle, so that might mean to walk that left foot forward just a little bit. With that, tuck your tailbone under. Nice, great way to feel this. Press down through the sole of your left foot, down through your right knee. Draw both of those points in towards each other. And with that, you should feel your right hip flexor get that deeper stretch. Nice, guys. So keep that tailbone tucked. Reach your arms up high. Full breath in. Exhale, arms by your sides, palms face forward. Stay right here, or interlace your fingers at your low back. And if you're taking that interlace, first working to straighten out your arms. Press your knuckles towards the back edge of your mat. Then lift your heart. Stay here, one more breath. Exhale, release that bind if you have it. Take both hands down, frame your left foot. Come up onto your left heel. So we're coming to our half splits pose on this side. So a few cues for setting up. Point your toes up towards the ceiling and back towards your body. There's nothing wrong with having a bend into this left knee. Actually, I recommend at least keeping a slight bend in your knee. You don't want to lock out. With that, take a halfway lift. Heart reaches forward. Exhale, fold forward over your left leg. And so you're isolating your hamstring here, getting that deep stretch. Really focusing on the crown of your head, reaching forward towards the front of your mat. So instead of forehead to knee, it's more about chin towards your ankle. You'll keep that length with that. It's good. So stay right here. If you want to find that twist, take a halfway lift again, long spine. Plant your right hand underneath your right shoulder. Start out left hand to your hip. Left hand to your left hip. Shoulders open up. Then you can take your hand to your low back, left hand to your low back, or reach up to your fingertips. Just take one more breath. And with your exhale, left hand comes back to your mat. Put that bend into your left knee again. So we're in our low runner's lunge. Tuck your back right toes under. Lift your right knee up. Feel your inner thighs squeeze together. Then step your right foot forward to meet your left foot. Front of your mat here. Halfway lift. And fold. Inhale, roll up, reach up, look up. And with your exhale, hands to your heart center. Nice, guys. We're going to do one balancing pose, and then we're going to take it down onto our yoga mats. We're going to stay there the rest of the time. So, balancing pose we're going to find today is our tree pose. So we're going to start out balancing on our left foot. You can take your right foot and you can come into a kickstand here. So I'm on my right toes, my right heel is to my left calf. Second option is to take the sole of my right foot to my left calf. Third option is to come above your knee. So you can take your right hand to your right ankle, draw that foot up. So sole of my right foot is in my inner part of my left thigh, above my knee here. So find your position. Bring your hands to your heart center. I want you to think, squeeze your glutes here. And then press your hips forward just a little bit. You should feel your right knee. Open more towards the right. Keep that. Maybe find an arm option. Stay for one more breath. With your exhale, hands to your heart center. Step your right foot down. Shake your legs out just a little bit. Let it loose. When you're ready, we're going to go other side here. So, balancing on that right leg this time. This is my favorite side. I'm a little better balancing on this leg. Maybe that's the case for you. You can come into your kickstand here. Left toes on your mat. Left heel to your right calf. Or sole your left foot to your right calf. Third option, take your left hand to your left ankle, draw the sole of your left foot to the inner part of your right thigh. So find one of those three options, and then hands to your heart center. Nice, guys. Feel your engagement here. Squeeze your glutes. Press your hips forward just a little bit. You should feel your left knee open up just a little bit more with those two things. Stay here, hands to your heart center, or grow your tree. Take your arm option here. Stay here for one more breath. And with your exhale, hands back to your heart center. Step your left foot down. Shake your legs out just a little bit. Because before we make it all the way down onto our mats, we're going to take one more forward fold here. So we have two options. You can come into your big toe fold, take your first two fingers and your thumbs, wrap them around your big toe, or you can take your gorilla fold, where you're going to step onto your palms, toes to your wrist crease. Either one you take, though, make sure your feet are a little bit past hip distance apart. Find your option here. Hold onto your big toes, step onto your palms. Keep enough bend into your knees. You can actually connect your torso to your thighs. Then we're going to feel those two things again. Press the soles of your feet down. Even if you're on your palms, you press down. Hips press up towards the ceiling. Feel that engagement in the backs of your legs. Then use the strength in your arms to draw your torso down. Just like before, if you feel any discomfort in your low back, bend your knees more. Let's take a few breaths here. Really start to let your head shake, yes. So nod and yes here. Feel your neck release. Just taking one more breath. With your exhale, step off your palms. Release your big toes. From here, we're just going to go ahead and cross our legs. Roll down onto your seat. Then roll all the way down onto your back. Take a moment here to hug your knees into your chest. Just kind of squeeze it tight. It might even feel good to rock a little side to side. Feel your spine massage down into your yoga mat. So let's also come into stillness here. Take your hands outside edges of the soles of your feet. We're finding our happy baby pose now. Nice. So grabbing onto the outside edges of the soles of your feet. If that's not feeling too good here this morning, you can hold onto your ankles, onto your shins, or even onto the backs of your thighs here. You just want to have your feet pointed up towards the soles of your feet, pointed up towards the ceiling. Knees up into the side. So find that position here. And maybe start to rock a bit side to side. Feel that weight shift to your side to side. Feel a little deeper as you go. So when you're ready, back through stillness in this happy baby pose. Release the soles of your feet. Let them come all the way down towards your yoga mat. Nice. So we're going to find our figure four stretch from here. So cross your right leg over. I want you guys to think flexion with this right foot. So point your toes towards your knee, right toes towards your right knee. Then you can just take your right hand, draw forward with that knee towards the front of your mat. That might feel like enough stretch. But if you want to take it deeper, interlace your fingers behind your left thigh, drawing everything down towards your chest. So taking a moment here in this hip opener to find your breath again. So maybe even come back to that 10-second breath count. Deep breath in through your nose. Count to 4. Hold at the top for 2. Long breath out through your nose. Count to 4. Stay with those deep, steady breaths. We'll take a few more here, just like that. So with your next exhale, we're going to take it one step back. So release that bind behind your left leg if you haven't. Let the sole of your left foot return to your yoga mat. Then you're going to take your right hand outside edge of the sole of your right foot. Half happy baby right side. So start out here, open it up. And if you want to feel it a little bit deeper, you can slowly start to straighten out your left leg. I want you to take your left hand to your hip though. Left hand to your left hip. When you start to feel that left hip want to lift up, that's when you know you found your edge here. Take one more deep breath in. With your exhale, release the sole of your right foot. Hug your right knee into your chest. Go ahead and straighten out your left leg if it's not all the way straight. Then, left hand outside edge of your right knee. Draw your knee across your body, twist it to your left. So you kind of roll over onto your left hip here. Then take your gaze over your right shoulder. Take a full breath in. With your exhale, untwist. Back through center. Nice, guys. Soles of your feet to your mat. We're going to find that figure four, left side. So left leg crosses over. Flexion with your left foot, so point your toes towards your knee. Take your left hand. You can just draw your left knee forward towards the front of your mat. And that might feel like enough stretch for you this morning. But if you want to take it deeper, interlace your fingers behind your right leg. Drawing everything down towards your chest. Find that breath again. 10-second breath count. Even out your inhales and your exhales. Just find that steady breath here. Let's take a few more of those here. So with your next exhale, we're going to take it back one step. So if you have that bind, release your bind. Slowly let the sole of your right foot come down to your mat. Take your left hand outside edge of your left foot. Half happy baby left side. So nothing wrong with keeping the sole of your right foot firmly planted on your yoga mat. If you want to take it just a little bit deeper, slowly start to straighten out your right leg. When you feel your right hip really want to start to lift up, that's when you know you found your edge here. And it's okay if each side's a little bit different. So on my other side, I have my leg all the way straight. This one, I'm keeping a pretty big bend in my knee because I felt my right hip really want to lift up. Stay here, one more breath. With your exhale, release the sole of your left foot. Take both hands, hug your left knee into your chest. Then go ahead and straighten out your right leg if it's not all the way straight. Take your right hand outside edge of your left knee. Draw that knee across your body. Twist into your right. So you can kind of roll over onto your right hip here. Then take your gaze over your left shoulder. Take a full breath in. With your exhale, start to untwist. Back through center. Next, guys, so we're going to make our way up onto our seat again. So you got two options here. You can either hug your knees in, start to rock back and forth all the way up to your seat, or you can just roll to your side. Then press yourself up to your seat. Nice. Okay, so we'll make our way up onto our seat. Take both legs long on your mat. So both legs go long. Nice. With that, keep your right leg long. Step your left foot in. So you're kind of coming up towards hugging your left knee into your chest. That's what I was looking for. So hug your left knee into your chest. You can stay right here, or you could step your left foot over across your leg. So either position you find here. Sit up nice and tall. Let your fingertips come kind of behind you here. Draw your shoulders back. See if you can get a little bit more length into your spine. What you're going to sweep our arms up. Take a full breath here. Exhale, twist to your left. So left fingertips come back behind your seat. It's going to help you sit up nice and tall. What you can do is you can take your right arm, you can just hug your left knee into your chest. I like that option a lot. It'll help you to get even a deeper stretch for that left hip. Or you can kind of hook your left elbow outside edge of your right knee. So one of those two positions. Take a full breath here. With your exhale, start to untwist. If you step that left foot over, step it back, straighten out your legs. Shake your legs out just a little bit. That's good. So from here, we're going to take a forward fold. So what you do is take the sole of your left foot. You're going to bring it up into position here, almost like you're coming to your tree pose. So sole of your left foot to the inner part of your right thigh. And then see if you can get the top of your left foot a little closer to your yoga mat. So top of that foot a little closer to your mat. And with that, you should feel your left knee get closer to your mat as well. Nice, guys. So we want to set our body up into a 90-degree angle. I know I'm not long ways on my mat. I'm facing you guys. But stay in long ways on your mat. Have your right leg parallel to the right edge of your mat. And then your back, left thigh is parallel to the back edge of your mat. What that does, it takes your body into a 90-degree angle. Your mat already sets that up, so you can use your mat with that. So with that, you should have your chest kind of pointed towards the front left corner of your mat. We're going to turn so our chest and our shoulder is square over our right leg. So shift like you're twisting here. If you're not, make sure you're in a 90-degree angle. So feel that twist here. Reach your arms up high. Take a full breath here. Exhale, start to fold forward over your right leg. So find a position you can hold on to. So it might mean sole of your right foot, right ankle, or even more towards your right knee. But find that position. Then take a halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. So really feel the sole of your right foot. Press forward towards the front of your mat. That's going to bring strength into the stretch. Stay here for one more breath. With your exhale, slowly start to roll back up. Straighten out your left leg. Give those legs a little shake. That's good. So when you're ready, we're going to draw our right knee in to our chest. So you can stay right here, or you can step your right foot over to the outside edge of your left leg. That's good. So start out, find that length here. Bring your fingertips back behind your seat. Sit up as tall as you can. So you're on both of those sit bones. We kind of draw those shoulders back. Feel that length in your spine. Arms sweep up. Full inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. So you can hug that left knee in. Or sorry, take your left arm and hug your right knee in. Right fingertips back behind your seat. Or if you want to find that hook, you can hook your left elbow outside edge of your right knee. Sit up nice and tall. Take one more breath here. And with your exhale, start to untwist. Straighten out that right leg. Shake it out just a bit. Nice, guys. When you're ready, we'll find that forward fold here. So take the sole of your right foot to the inner part of your left thigh. And then see if you can get the top of your right foot a little closer to your yoga mat. And if you do, you'll feel your right knee get a little closer to your mat as well. Okay, so with that, find that 90-degree angle with your body. So your left leg is parallel to the left edge of your mat. Right thigh is parallel to the back edge of your mat. So you'll feel like you're kind of in a 90-degree angle, because you are. So 90 degrees with your body here. Your chest, shoulders should be pointed towards the front right corner of your mat. So what we're going to do is we're going to twist. So our chest and shoulder are square over our left leg. So it should feel like you're twisting here. If you're not, make sure you're at a 90-degree angle with your body. Nice. With that, sweep your arms up high. Take a full breath here. Exhale, start to fold forward over your left leg. So find that spot to hold on to. Sole of your foot, ankle, calf, even more towards your knee. No, inhale, halfway lift again. Exhale, fold forward over your left leg. So press the sole of your left foot forward towards the front of your yoga mat to bring that strength in here. It's going to help you to stay safe too. Just take one more breath in. Exhale, slowly start to roll that torso back upright. Straight out to your right. Shake those legs out just a little bit. Okay, we'll take one more forward fold from here. So you can either keep your legs straight or have a bend into your knees here. Arms sweep up. Full breath in. Exhale, start to fold forward. Grab onto that point. So just like before, find that point you can grab onto, then take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. So still picture soles of your feet press forward towards the front of your mat. Long spine. And maybe even start to straighten your legs out just a little bit here. Just take one more breath. And with your exhale, slowly start to roll back up. We're going to roll back onto our back again. Hug your knees into your chest. Feel that squeeze. Keep those knees into your chest. Take your arms out, cactus arms. Drop both knees to the right. Back through center, both knees to the left. Back through center. Straighten both legs out on your mat. Okay, so we're setting up for our Shavasana. Final pose here, resting pose. So feel free if there's another position you want to take that's a little bit more comfortable for you this morning, legs up a wall, take any props that you like to. So find your position here. When you're ready, close your eyes. Palms face up towards the ceiling. So feel everything get heavy. Sinking down into your yoga mat. Deep breath in, fill up all the way. Exhale, open up. Shavasana. Slowly start to deepen your breath here. Wiggling fingers, wiggling toes. Start to let your awareness come back. Feel free to reach your arms up overhead, taking one final stretch here. When you're ready, one at a time, put a bit into your knees. Plant the soles of your feet on your mat. Roll to your side. Let's curl up here. And with your eyes still closed and your body at ease, slowly press yourself up to your seat. Yes, we'll all meet up on our seat here. So find your sit bones. Hands to your knees. Sit up just a little taller. And roll your shoulders down your back. Hands come to our heart center. We'll close our practice here this morning. Taking a couple of deep breaths here together. So empty out all your air. Full breath in. And out. One more deep breath here. And exhale. Thumb tips come to our fourth center. And with gratitude for this practice, namaste. All right, guys, thank you all so much for coming out and sharing your yoga practice with us. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to leave us a comment here or shoot us a message on social media. Be glad to answer, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you soon.